We definitely always knew that we wanted to have kids, but the reality of having them was far different than anything that I had imagined. They're so fragile and tiny, and I am neither of those things. I feel like for my kids, it's more important for me to show them that you can do anything in this world. You can be wacky and crazy and have these really crazy ideas and make it. The duck piece is very much just about my daughter. My second child, Story. Cat was her first words that she ever said, and she would play with rubber ducks in the bathroom and grab the rubber duckies and be like, cat, 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 cat. I noticed it, I focused on it, and then thought, how do I represent her by using these rubber ducks? So I didn't quite know what I was gonna do. I brought a bunch of different ducks that we had as bath toys to the studio, and I made molds on them. And then I just started playing around with them, putting them together, you know, arranging them in different ways. I started making this sort of amorphous shape, like almost like a cloud formation. It wasn't like ducks lined up, it was ducks inside of ducks inside of ducks inside of ducks. We're gonna say ducks a lot of times, I realized. It was right around that time that Story fell down on the playground and knocked out 4 of her teeth. And that was just like, oh my God, she's like this atom bomb in my life. She's just so crazy, like careening through my life in a little kid's pedal car. God, I hope she's not like me as a teenager. Well, first of all, it's sort of unrecognizable as ducks when you're standing back from it. And you'll see this pedal car and, you know, painted crazy like a hot rod, and then this giant yellow atomic bomb shape coming out of it. And then as you approach it, you say, wait a minute, that atomic bomb is completely comprised of rubber duckies, like bath duckies. And then I think it's just hilarious. At that point, you're just like, wow, that's an insane amount of work. I can't believe someone spent this much time, this much energy on this nutty piece. In order to finish it, I need to make a final mold on all of the ducks and then cast the car in bronze, the ducks in vinyl, and then have the car painted at an auto body shop. I'm interested in using Kickstarter to help me do this because I'm at a place where I've spent as much money as I can spend. So there's like thousands of rubber duckies coming out of this thing.
Yeah.
It's important to be a part of making art, of making sure that our world is filled with interesting things. If we're not thinking differently and we're not inspired by the world around us, then what do we have at the end of the day? When my kids are 30 or 40 and they look back and say, oh wow, look at this crazy stuff my dad was doing when I was 2. And like this is how much he loved us. This is how much he cared about us, that he would spend every single moment of his day considering us and thinking about us, and he left it in permanent materials to be on this planet forever. And that's enough for me. That's good enough for me.
Cool. You didn't cry.
I almost did.